How's everyone doing? I just walked to the Starbucks. I'm walking back to my place now. I figured I needed some exercise even though it's freezing, get my fat ass back in shape. But I picked up some movies. Somebody was selling them online, and there were some sealed olive Blu-Rays and some other sealed items. It was an eclectic mix of stuff, and they had some rare stuff. One thing popped out. It was something that goes for like over $100, and it was still sealed. So I will go ahead and show you that in a minute when I get back in. How's everyone doing? I just got back in. You saw the video previously. I went up to Starbucks to meet somebody to pick up some movies right here, and it was $20 for all these movies. And there were a few Blu-rays, and the person was, I guess they didn't realize what they had as well, because they had some Blu-rays, but when you first saw their listing, all you saw was like this on the front cover, number 23 with Jim Carrey, and then like Fracture right there. The rest of the stuff you couldn't see. So it was like, you couldn't even see how many there were. They didn't put anything in there. They just put like DVDs, $20, and they showed this essentially, but you could only make out those two. So it was like, what ones do you have? Can you take a picture of the spines? How many are there? All that kind of stuff. So they sent me the picture, and I noticed a couple things right off the bat. I was like, you should have put these things up front first. And so I met them up there at Starbucks. I decided to take a walk because I need to get back in shape. You know, it's getting colder weather out there. You know, I've been packing on the pounds a little bit. Got to get back in shape. That's the goal. So I took the walk up there. It was a nice walk, actually. It was chilly, but, you know, I was walking at a brisk pace, so it worked out. And I got a nice steamed soy milk with hazelnut in there from Starbucks. Everybody makes fun of me for that drink, but I don't drink coffee anymore. It's bad for my heart, caffeine, stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got. I think this was a great deal, 20 bucks. There's a lot of stuff that were like blockbuster ones. There's a couple bootlegs in here, some martial arts stuff. So it's a mixed bag, but the few things in here that I got it for, well worth it. Totally awesome. We'll go ahead and show you what I picked up here. And yeah, even if, you know, for the ones that are like martial arts ones and bargain bin kind of stuff, blockbuster forum rentals, it's still worth it. But it's really all about the ones that I caught my eye initially. In fact, you know, I'll go ahead and show you the first stack right here. The first one that I saw, which was like the only two that they showed right there on the front. And I've been all about the bargain hunting. I've been trying to find some great deals. I found some amazing stuff on here. There's a bunch of different sites. Facebook has, you know, yard sale sites for your local areas and all kinds of different ones. There's so many. It's not just Craigslist anymore. There's so many different outlets out there and different apps and stuff. So I've been checking them all. I've been finding some amazing stuff. So yeah, this one and Fracture were the only ones you can actually see when they first have the listing until I asked for more pictures. So it's like, okay, depending on what they are. But yeah, number 23. I saw it once when it first came out. I didn't really love it. I thought the twist was, you know, kind of wasn't my favorite. But I would like to see Jim Carrey do more darker roles. Now, this one was one of the ones that I wanted to get it for, Dead Alive on DVD. It's funny because I just came across another one, like I want to say a couple months ago, which I ended up getting for like, it was either 50 cents or $1. And this one right here, what it equates to, I didn't even count how many there are, but they're well over 20. If you want to keep track, let me know. But yeah, essentially, I think this equates to probably around like 50 cents or a quarter or something, depending on how many are here. So pretty awesome, and the disc looks flawless. Like some of the ones, they look like they have some wear, but this one looks in pristine condition. So very souped on that one. Classic film right here, horror film, one of the goriest horror films of all time. Great splatter film. Of course, directed by Peter Jackson before he did The Lord of the Rings. You know, he did Meet the Feebles. Of course, Dead Alive, which was also Brain Dead. But yeah, he was well known for the horror stuff, and now it's so funny to see him doing all these crazy ones. The crazy popular, huge Lord of the Rings and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Bad Taste as well he did back in the day too. But yeah, I mean, I love the Hobbit series more than the Lord of the Rings series. Some of the Lord of the Rings ones, they're for like 3.5 hours long, and then there's a theatrical release, and those movies to me could be cut down to like an hour and a half. How many times do we need to see them walking through the woods, nothing really going on? But then they have the extended cuts. It's just, oh my god, really? Do you need like 8-hour editions of it? That's just me personally, but yeah, Dead Alive, one of the best horror movies of all time in my opinion. One of the most rewatchable ones as well. Love the heck out of it. Next up is Campfire Tales, which I actually have this as well. So if anybody's interested in doing trades or wants to buy either one of these, let me know. yeah, Campfire Tales is one that I actually got in a trade with a friend on here a while back. Dominic, I believe, was the one. It was either Dominic or Tim. Oh man, I'm slipping. One of you guys did a trade with me a while back, and I can't remember who it was now. But it was either Dominic or Tim that hooked me up with this. So I have this one already too. It's kind of like an anthology, but it's one of those things where I saw the twist coming. I've seen movies like this before, but I like the cast a lot. You've got Amy Smart, Ron Livingston, Christine Taylor, James Marsden, and there's a few other recognizable people in here too. So, you know, I thought it was decently entertaining for what it was. Next up are some of the martial arts ones. Black Belt Theater, Real Kung Fu series, Snuff Bottle Connection right there. So, yeah. And this was actually probably a bargain bin one right there. That's fine. Next up is, I guess another one of the bargain bin ones. Snake in the Eagle's Shadow. So, is this Jackie Chan right there? Yeah, wow, young Jackie Chan. Interesting. I'll have to check that one out. Next up is Dragon Snake Fist. It's a double feature with Killer Elephant. Brooklyn Zoo. There's a whole bunch of different Brooklyn Zoo ones, which there's a few of these ones in here. So that's some of the first ones right there. And I'll go ahead and show you some of the other ones. Here's another Black Belt Theater double feature with Tiger's Claw and Choi Lei Fut. So, yeah. Alright. Again, looks like some more budget bin martial arts stuff. And here's a Blockbuster foreign rental, The Sentinel, which I heard great things about. Kiefer Sutherland, Michael Douglas, Eva Longoria. I still need to check that one out. Next up is a tribute to Brian Wilson. And I'm interested, I'm going to for sure keep this one. Some of the ones I'm probably going to try to, you know, trade or do whatever. Maybe sell them at like a flea market. But there's a few ones in here that are keeping for my personal collection, including this one. It has Red Hot Chili Peppers, Backstreet Boys. That's actually surprising they're on here a little bit. But you have Brian Wilson on here. You've got Jeff Beck, Michael McDonald, a whole bunch of Bare Naked Ladies, John Legend, a bunch of different people in here, so that's pretty cool. Richie Sambora, Red Hot Chili Peppers were one of the ones that caught my eye, and of course Brian Wilson is a genius right there. They just had the recent one, biopic one, with John Cusack, and I think Paul Dano, I believe, was in it as well. Of course, with the Beach Boys and stuff, Brian Wilson. He had some issues as well, but he was just a genius. Rocky Balboa, another former rental from Blockbuster. Fracture, right here with Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. I remember seeing parts of this, but I don't think I ever saw the full thing of it, so I can finally view this in its entirety. Yeah, and if anybody's interested in all of these ones, because I have nearly all of these ones, like the like Green Mile, fantastic movie. One of my favorites personally. I love the heck out of this. Directed by Frank Darabont, and of course, David Morse was great in here. The whole supporting cast, Michael Clark Duncan, may he rest in peace. Really loved him in there. But yeah, so if you're interested in these ones and you want to do trades, especially for some of these martial arts ones, I think I'm probably really going to just keep the Jackie Chan one. I'm picky when it comes to a lot of the martial arts ones. Some of the ones just kind of blend together to me. The Secret of the Water Technique. Never heard of this one. Soul Assassin Collection. Now this is another one that I'm going to keep for my personal collection. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Catch a Fire. Some classics right there. And I guess this is some live stuff going on too. So that's pretty awesome to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't care who you are. You could be like a white supremacist, and you can still get down with Bob Marley. I mean, come on, how could you not? It's Bob Marley. That might be an exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. Basically, you don't have to be into reggae to appreciate Bob Marley. I think that's something mainstream that everybody can get into. Departed, one of the greatest remakes, great cast in here. Martin Scorsese directed, DiCaprio, Damon, Nicholson, Wahlberg. Love the ending with Mark Wahlberg in here. Love this film in general. Fantastic. It's one of the few ones that I actually appreciate over the original, too. Don't Mess with the Zohan. This is a 2-disc edition. Hated this movie. Next up is Magic Crane and Rivals of the Dragon double feature. Another Brooklyn Zoo martial arts one. This one does kind of look cool. I might give this one a watch, too. Next up is Eagle Eye, which is one I've been meaning to check out for a long time. I was never a Shia LaBeouf fan, but I've really appreciated the past recent films that he's been doing. And he's in another one where he looks like he's getting ready to come out, where he has like PTSD, and he's you know, former military. And that one, he looked really good in the trailers. And I've been enjoying his acting in the past few years. He's grown. He's gotten a little bit weirder, but it's worked for him. It's like the opposite James Franco effect, where I liked James Franco in the beginning, and then he went completely downhill and went crazy as well, the opposite way. So it's the Franco LaBeouf, you know, kind of chart right there. But this one I've heard good things. I've been wanting to see. It has Billy Bob Thornton and Michelle Monaghan in here too. So can't wait to check that out. Next up is a Shaolin King Boxer, which is a Wu-Tang Clan, the Hidden Chambers collection. And this has it has a bonus music video from Wu-Tang Clan, so that's awesome. This is one of the ones that was really rare too, that caught my eye. I know a lot of these live performance musical ones right here can be really hard to find, and this is one that new on Amazon and eBay. People were asking like $125, $100, so that's pretty awesome to me. I'm probably gonna flip this, honestly, but I'm pretty sure I've heard Dr. Hook before. I need to give this maybe I'll keep it in my collection if I enjoy it enough. But next up is Mantis vs. Falcon Claws, and double feature with Dragon vs. Needles of Death. Another one of the Brooklyn Zoo double feature martial arts ones. But yeah, I actually dig live performance musicals and like stand-up comedy stuff. I have a lot of that in my collection. Next up is another Brooklyn Zoo double feature, Return of the Scorpion and Dragon Force. So yeah, if anybody's interested in doing trades for a lot of these martial arts ones, let me know, because chances are I am not going to be keeping those ones in my collection, except for the Jackie Chan one. And let's go ahead and get into some more of these. Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson, which shows, you know, just one aspect of the life of Jesus. Next up is, this is Transformers, I guess the first one. Yeah, maybe this is like one of those ones that probably had a slip cover. Yeah. But I do like the artwork for it. I'm not a huge fan of that franchise. Next up is Matrix Reloaded. There's a bootleg right here. Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, which I was not a big fan of. I do like Jackie Earle Haley as an actor, though. War of the Worlds, I really enjoyed this remake. I especially like the part where they're down in the basement with Tom Cruise and Tim Robbins, where Tim Robbins is kind of crazy, but I really like that the tension and the effects in here were really good too. Great remake from Steven Spielberg, great sci-fi, horror-esque. Lord of the Rings, the full screen Two Towers edition. I like that case though, it's kind of like a reddish colored case. Butt ton of special features right there. Next up is Miami Vice with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. I actually really enjoyed this one. I like the girl in here too. I think there was, what's her name? Was it Gong Li, the Asian girl? Oh my gosh, she's stunning. Next one's Wine for Dummies, which is brand new, still sealed. I didn't know they did these dummy ones on DVD like that, so that's kind of cool. I actually might keep this because I know a decent amount about beer and a little bit about whiskey, but I don't really know too much about wine. So I remember I've done some beer reviews on here. I've had people ask me to do some wine reviews. I'm like, I'm not that big into wine. I used to live next to America's oldest winery back in the day. Stir of Echoes, which I actually already have. This is brand new, still sealed. The one thing I kept the DVD for this for was because it has some more special features that the Blu-ray doesn't, including the music video. Next up, this is a bootleg, clearly. It's got some Asian text on there, Red Dragon. I definitely like Manhunter way better, but Red Dragon's decent too. I like the actor in here. Was it Ralph Fiennes? Is that who it was? Does it even say on here? Yeah, this stuff is all different language in here. I'm pretty sure it was Ralph Fiennes. Yeah, and then of course Anthony Hopkins, and then Emily Watson. And another bootleg one, The Simpsons Christmas 2. I guess there's some Christmas specials, a few different episodes on here. So it looks like 4 episodes in total. That's alright. You know, I love The Simpsons. Hellboy, Golden Army, Hellboy 2. Love the visuals in there. Once Bitten, this is brand new, still sealed. I have a double feature of this one. It was Once Bitten, and then maybe the one with Nicolas Cage. I can't remember now, but another vampire comedy kind of movie. But this one was super cheesy fun. I used to love Jim Carrey back in the day before he even got huge. He was on a TV show where there was like the duck. I can't remember. Of course, In Living Color. But he's been great for a while. And then Earth Girls Are Easy too. That was hilarious. Die Hard 2, brand new, still sealed. Apparently this was $5 at Kmart. So let's go ahead and go on to the next stack. We're getting ready to get up to some of my other favorite ones in here. Basic Instinct 2 with Sharon Stone, which I've never seen. David Morrissey's in here too. You might know him as the Governor, right there, from Walking Dead. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. I love the first one. Kung Fu Hustle, super cheesy fun entertainment right there. Next up is a Brooklyn Zoo double feature martial arts one, Lady Iron Monkey, and Eagle Fist. Now I've heard of Eagle Fist before, so There we go. And then Fly from Jefferson Airplane is brand new, still sealed. I'm probably going to keep this one again. It has some live performances and stuff like that, some interviews too. So that's pretty cool. Includes White Rabbit, of course, Somebody to Love, so many great songs. Next up is another sealed one of the live performances, The Blind Boys of Alabama, Go Tell It on the Mountain, live in New York, with special guests, including Aaron Neville and a whole bunch of other people in here too. So that's pretty cool. I dig a lot of these ones. This is another one of the ones that's sealed. It's Cypress Hill's Smokeout presents their 6th annual with DMX. So I'm down with that too. I used to love DMX back in the day. 25th anniversary of Toto live in Amsterdam. That's a keeper as well. Dickie Betts and Great Southern. I guess this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance right there. It's a DVD and CD performance right there. Double feature, I guess. The DVD and the bonus CD. Now let's get into, there's only a few Blu-rays, but they're all from Olive Films. And they're all sealed except for one. I will go ahead and show you the big one right there, Ticks. This is such a super cheesy, fun, this is actually 93 horror comedy movie. You've got Seth Green, Clint Howard's in here. You've got Alfonso Ribeiro, who I love the ending with what happens to him. You know, he's Carlton from Fresh Prince. But this is super fun. I had the bootleg for this forever. So happy when Olive put this out. This was like a first pickup for me, so I already have this one as well. This I think is crazy out of print. Goes for like 70 bucks. Dead Alive, the DVD is out of print, and that goes for a decent amount. The Campfire Tales DVD goes for a decent amount too. So those are the ones that I was really getting for the out of print titles here. And then that musical one too was it Dr. Hook. And then these four right here are Olive titles, Olive Films releases that are sealed, which I am not familiar. This is from Jean Renoir, who very famous, well known. This is Diary of a Chambermaid, and has Paulette Goddard in here. So looking forward to checking that out. A lot of these ones I'm actually not familiar with. Chinagate, which Gene Barry, Angie Dickinson, Nat King Cole's in here. Cool. And this is directed by Samuel Fuller. I like Fuller. White Dog's part of my favorite Samuel Fuller film. So I've actually souped on that one. Looks like a military drama kind of thing going on with some romance too. The Atomic Kid with Mickey Rooney. And I love that kind of artwork right there. So it's very eye-catching. Mickey Rooney doing some kind of crazy over-the-top comedy. And then our last is a John Wayne one, A Man Betrayed. Looks like a kind of romance drama. This is from 41. Looking forward to checking that out too. So those are the pickups, 20 bucks. I think it was worth it. There's a couple bootlegs, a bunch of budget bargain bin, like martial arts films and stuff like that, some Blockbuster former rentals. But the out of print ones, again, Ticks especially, and then the Olive sealed Blu-rays, and then some of the live performance ones. And the Dead Alive DVD I think goes for around like 30 bucks. Campfire Tales DVD I think goes for 30 bucks as well. The Dead Alive Blu-ray I think goes for over 100, and I actually picked that up doing some bargain hunting recently as well. I think I got it for like $1 or $2. So, and then I got another DVD of Dead Alive recently too for I think like 50 cents. So pretty souped. And this, I don't know, it was either like 50 cents or a quarter or something total when you round it out for how many I got for the 20 bucks. And then the Ticks Blu-ray, I want to say it goes for like 90 bucks or something crazy like that. It was either 70 bucks or 90 bucks, one of the two. Either way, love the heck out of this movie, and I would definitely recommend it too. And again, crazy out of print. So let me know if anybody's interested in any of these. And it always cracks me up to see what kind of boxes people bring the stuff in. Big C breaded chicken wing sections. No trans fat though, that's pretty good. And then this bag right here, Stonewall Kitchen Wild Maine Blueberry Jam. That sounds banging. But this is making me hungry here. But I've gotten stuff in the past, like deals like that, and they always carry it in crazy boxes, like diaper boxes, dog food boxes, all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm just like, can't you have a regular, just brown box? But I don't know, I just thought that was kind of amusing right there. Now I'm hungry. I gotta go get something to eat now. And let me know if you've seen these movies and what you think of them as well. And let me know what your favorite pickup from this deal is. Leave me a comment or video response down below. And hope everybody's doing well. Take care.